Hi, this is the legendary Olympus 50mm 1.4 lens. This is a Zuiko lens. This is from the film H eras, and this is mounted on a micro four thirds camera, which means that it's going to give you a 100mm roundabout equivalent at 1.4, and this is going to give you crazy shell depth of field. I think I am more or less in focus around about here. Do I recommend shooting this type of lens so wide open? Well, it can give you a dramatic effect, one of which is giving the complete blur on my background. My background is just destroyed, but it's hard to nail the focus, especially if you are doing this a one-man show. But it can be very dramatic. So if I get really close and I get my focus nailed in, and there we go, this is me. I'm a pretty person, pretty man, really hot. As you can see, my background is completely obliterated. You see nothing behind me. You cannot tell what that is. It's awesome in that aspect because I am completely destroying the background, but it's tough to nail the focus, especially if you are doing this at one-man operation. Something more realistic would be, let's say, so not 4, 2, 2, 8, 4. So F4 will give us much more leeway in terms of nailing the focus. The exposure needs to be fixed. For example, by raising the ISO. I was at ISO 200, now I'm ISO 400, and the exposure, it's now nicely balanced. I could be a little bit more exposed, but it looks pretty nice. So, and then I can just go back and get a more proper frame. I can get back here, and I'm more in focus. I'm a one-man show. I had to make some trial and error, but I have more focus to deal with. So if I go back to 1.4, so I'm back at 1.4, and this can give you a very dramatic effect, as you can see here. So I'm trying to focus on my eye, but even if I focus, I cannot move that much, or else I will quickly fall out of the focus. So I'm in focus here. So if I start talking, I will just quickly fall out of focus. And also, let me focus on the chair. And I can go more or less where the chair was. And I'm somewhat in focus. It's hard to tell, but I am in focus here. So 1.4 gives you that nice background blur, like you see here. It gives us that really nice background blur, but it's very tough to nail the focus tech sharp. Well, there you have it. This is the 1.4. Let me get closer. And you can get this very dramatic effect. Like and subscribe to the helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.